Yo, what's up? This is Danny V. Unboxing this TV right now. Setting up the game room a little bit, a little entertainment center here. I had this nasty 32-inch 720p, straight garbage, did not work. So we got this. We got this 4K V series. I'll put the model number in the title and all that junk. So we're gonna I just did the tape. Didn't really do anything with it other than that. We're gonna take a look inside real quick. Here we got, guess we'll start with the remote. Simple remote, doesn't have any buttons. Looks like they're competing with Roku with this shit. That's crazy. I feel like this is gonna be this was a really cheap TV. It was on a Black Friday deal. Got 2 feet, plastic. Yep, gonna be real cheap. I'm gonna mount the TV to the wall here, but to make sure I like it and everything, I'm gonna just set it up with the feet, have it all standing on here, and I'm gonna test it out that way. Let me see here. There's some paperwork, power cable. I think it's just power cable. Yeah, toss that there. This looks like a quick start guide. Assuming this foam will come straight out. Sweet. There we go. Quick start guide. It's a TV. You don't need to mess with all that. It's a thick boy here, isn't it? All right, I'm gonna go ahead and pause the video real quick and take this out of the box and pick it up from there. Okay. Okay. All I did was lifted the TV out of the box, put it right in front. One of the things I liked about specifically this 32-inch here is it had the hookups. I think it's on the other side, but it had composite hookups because I like to play GameCube. This Vizio was advertised to have that, but my gut is telling me, oh wait, no, I don't need to do that. Anyway, I'm gonna check this out for the first time. I think this bag can just rip off. I'm gonna go ahead, I'm just gonna tear the sides of the bag off so I can pull this flap down real quick. So let me do that real quick. All right, so as you can see, I went ahead and did a wide angle lens. My flash turned on for some reason, but got the plastic wrap torn down, put the foam, lifted up a little bit. So I want to go over the I/O and shit. Very basic. Over here we got power, volume, input, I think. We got 3 HDMIs. These should all be 2.1, but I think this is a 60 hertz panel, so it can't do 120. But it does have the eARC, which is why it has 2.1. It does indeed have composite, which I'm excited for that for the GameCube. Ethernet, optical, S-video, and left and right audio for sound bars and stuff. And then over here, we've got typical DO power outlet and all the information there. Nothing on the other side. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna lay this down, put those feet on this, and yeah, we'll go there. I'll be right back. All right. So I had to take the TV off the floor, put it on here a little bit because these overhang. But wanted to note these screw in with just a simple Phillips head, single screw right there. And also you cannot screw these up. These legs only go in one way. So whether you swap them around, I know some TVs you have to use a specific left and right leg, but interchangeable, only go in one way. One single screw, nice and snug, I mean, whatever the fuck. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and stand the TV up on the table here, take the rest of the plastic off, and I'll do a little ASMR for the plastic we all love to remove off of electronics. So be right back. Oh, I don't know why the flashlight's on, but a couple things I wanted to note is I got this from Walmart. Again, Black Friday. Ignore my cable mess there. I'm still working on things, all right? One thing I wanted to note is the listing on Walmart said that this was a metal design, that this was going to be a metal frame. This is plastic, but it does have a brushed metal look. Honestly, with the light on, it actually looks really good. It kind of looks like it's metal, you know, going for that, like, I don't know if you can see right up in here, but no, this is plastic. Whole thing is plastic. Legs are plastic. Everything's plastic. Also, the Vizio logo in the Walmart listing showed it off to the side. I don't remember which side. This is in the center. Not that that matters, but clearly when you're buying a TV from Walmart, you got to be really hesitant. For me, I just cared about the composite hookup, but more specifically, you know, I care obviously about a good picture. So as long as that looks good, it's good. Yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and get this plugged in, and we'll kind of see what the setup process looks like. All right, while I was unbagging everything, I figured I'd show you guys what comes with all that. This is just some warning paperwork. We don't care about that. And power cable. I'll go ahead and measure this. I feel like that's good information to have. I'll measure the length of this, so if you're interested in getting this TV, you know, that might be important. Maybe you'll have to buy a longer cable or something. But I'll measure that for you guys real quick, and then I'm going to do the remote afterwards. Okay, I got the power cable plugged in the back. I have this right here. I'll plug it in, but I wanted to let you know that this is exactly 5 feet long from end to end. If you count the actual cable length, it's going to be a little less than that, but end to end, you're looking at 5 feet. So keep that in mind. I'm going to plug it in, see if the TV turns on automatically. Oh, we got an LED over there. Okay. Sometimes these TVs turn on. Yep, there we go. Go directly into. Now, I will tell you right off the bat, this image looks a lot better than it does, like in person, than it does on the camera. It's not all blown out and washed out like that. I am sitting off to the side though, so this will be a good test for me of the viewing angle. I believe this is a VA panel. Believe it's a VA panel, so viewing angles might not be great from the side, but actually doesn't look too bad right off the bat. Real quick, I'm gonna go ahead and set this up. We'll get back to it. I just wanted you to know that the remote does take 2 AAA batteries, but it does come with a pair of Duracells. I'm gonna put the cover on. The cover just slides on, by the way. It's just a slide cover. We'll be able to do that without. There we go. Yeah, very easy, very simple. I don't like the weird shape here. I don't know. I mean, ergonomic for sure. I'm assuming this is buttons. Looks like it'd be like a scroll wheel for the iPod, you know, but whatever. We're going to go ahead and go through the setup process. I'm going to go ahead and put my phone on a tripod for this, just so I don't have to hold it the whole time. And I'll probably sit in my chair and kind of go from there. So give me 1 second. All right, I wanted to give you guys as best a viewing angle as I possibly can. We have some light up there. That's from my lamp. That's not the TV. I have a couple of lamps to my left, so that is reflecting a little bit. But I'm sitting right behind the camera, so we have the exact same viewing angle. I'm going to go through the setup process real quick. Voice remote is now paired. Cool. Press and hold the microphone button to speak commands. All right. I'm going to find... Oh, interesting. All right. I'm going to go ahead and connect to my network real quick, and I'll come back when that's done. Real quick, while I was doing this, I did want to show that it is very immediate, very responsive, no lag. I mean, it's a brand new TV, so obviously time will tell, but right out the box, very responsive. No nothing going on, so that's cool. All right, hold on. All right, I just finished connecting to the internet. Immediately started checking for updates, so I'll let you know about how long this takes, if it takes a hot second. So we'll jump to that. Okay, it was only searching for about a minute, and it just started doing this installing operating software updates. So I'll count that and let you guys know how long that takes as well. Alright guys, that took just over 5 minutes. I do have really fast internet. I could see this taking a while if you do not have great internet, but I started recording again right as it finished, so now it's waiting to restart, I guess. Restart in a few minutes apparently, so maybe just over 5 minutes is not as accurate, because we're still waiting on the updates, I guess, to install. So I'll come back when that's all finished while the TV is restarting. All right, guys. TV, it did take, honestly, I think about 2.5 minutes. A few minutes, as it said. Not too bad. So I'd say total uptime from when we got connected to the internet to when we're probably going to be getting to the next steps is maybe 10 minutes total. I assume restarting will take about a minute, but yeah, I really hate that the camera's not doing it justice. The screen does look really good. The black, very black, not a lot of LED bleed around the edges as it is showing in the on the camera. But yeah, I don't know what better way to maybe pitch black room. Maybe I'll try that at the end, but there we are. Oh, oh, maybe I spoke too soon. So it's checking for more updates. This may take a few minutes. Please don't turn off run. But yeah, so I guess we're back at this. Yeah, I don't know. The listing said this was brand new 2024 version, so I'd hope that there wasn't as many updates needed out of the box, but I guess we're looking at that. So I'll go ahead and come back when this is all finished. Quick update, I saw on that last screen for about a minute, and now it changed to installing app updates, and it has a separate bar, which is going a little fast. I assume the apps won't need as much data downloaded, so I don't know if it's going to restart again after these apps are updated, but yeah, we'll get back to that. Okay, so app updates, we're good, and yeah. TV does need to restart again after the apps are all updated, so that's what it is doing now. It didn't take too long last time to restart, but yeah, kind of annoying, but I guess it's just a part of the process. I don't know what's going to be after this, but I would say so far I've spent 15 to 20 minutes total of just signing to, connecting to the internet and updating everything. So like I said, if you have slower internet, I have pretty fast, I think up to 800 megabytes. So, that's, if you have less than that, then it might not work. All right, where is your TV located? So restarting isn't too bad. When you name your TV, it helps with Google Chromecast, Apple AirPlay, and Alexa voice assistant setup and control. Oh, look at that. Look at that. We get to go down to game room. I love that. Okay. So yeah, cool. I'm going to go ahead and select game room. TV has been named. When casting to this display, use the game room. Okay. Set up your Vizio account. Quick, easy, totally free. So I do have that. So I think what I'm going to do, hit continue. And all right, I'm going to go ahead and set this up real quick, and then I'll be right back. Okay. So I just scanned the QR code, and it took me to their website. Luckily, I already had an account, but basically they had to just let me update their policies and stuff, basic legal crap. Terms and conditions wants us to agree. I'm just going to hit select all and accept. Activity data, we'll accept. Viewing data, we will accept, because we don't really have much of a choice, which is really dumb because you can't buy a TV nowadays. So this is going to be the home screen, I assume anyway, I'd hope. Okay. All right, welcome to Vizio. Make your TV experience your own in just a few simple steps. Get started.
You asked,
oh,
we delivered. Welcome to the Vizio home screen, your destination for easy streaming. An enhanced design with updated left side navigation, simplified search, and new browse pages creates an engaging discovery experience. Explore hundreds of apps through the new app catalog and details pages. Turn your living room into a personalized entertainment experience by customizing your app realm and saving your favorite content to your watch list. Sit back and watch us transform built-in streaming.
Okay, that's pretty cool. Which apps do you use the most? So, because this is in the game room, we're not going to be watching TV in here at all. I'm going to go ahead and skip this for now, if I can. I'm not going to add anything to it at the moment. I might do a review of that kind of stuff later on, but these are, I guess I'll go ahead and go through this if you are interested. These are all the apps they support. They got the top apps here, which are all the most basic ones. Tubi, Hulu, you know, Peacock, Pluto, Discovery, YouTube TV, which is good. Movies and TV, they got Sling, Stars, Plex, AMC, Kids and Family stuff, News and Opinion, Sports and Outdoors. Those are those. Music and Lifestyle, they do support Amazon Music, iHeart. I don't see, they have TikTok, you can watch TikTok on here. I don't see Apple Music, that's a shame. Gaming and Anime, Roblox, I don't know any of these. Games TV, yeah, I don't know about any of that. And international TV stuff. So these are some of the channels it looks like that are available. I know one complaint that I had with Vizio in the past is they were very slow to get new apps. I remember when Disney Plus came out, I had to wait almost 6 months before I could get it downloaded onto my TV, because they don't just make an app and put it in a store like Roku or Google does for you to download. You have to wait until they bring it to your TV in an update. I don't know if that's changed at all, but that's how it used to be. But looks like they've pretty much updated and changed all their stuff. Seems like maybe since Walmart bought them. I don't know, but you know, and skip all that. Which genres do you watch the most? I assume this is for the, again, the free TV stuff. They're going to try to recommend stuff to you. Again, I'm really just using this for gaming, so we're going to skip all that. Introducing Vizio, your new home for easy streaming. All right, experience Vizio. All right, so this is the home screen. It's going to be completely, oh look, trending now, Family Guy. I do like Family Guy, so there's that at least. All right, so what I care about more on this specific screen here is our apps and inputs, which are right here in the front. I wonder if there's a way to quickly get to that. I hope this doesn't ever move. Like, I'm fine if you want to show me trending stuff, but right below that, I always want to see my apps and my inputs and stuff. Everything else down here, live TV on demand. This is watch free stuff, it looks like. Return to Middle Earth. A trailer, ad, collections. Looks like quick access to different genres. More ads. Recommended for you, which is funny because they don't know who I am. I mean, they have my email and stuff, but I haven't used Vizio in so long, so never watched Grey's Anatomy. Really weird. They're just kind of recommending me basic stuff. Yeah, basically a bunch of ads and gonna show you content. You know, I do see this being cool if you're struggling to, you know, always find something to watch, or maybe if you have multiple streaming apps. This might be a good way to kind of just view everything. Hopefully this will only show you things that you have within your apps downloaded and signed into. That would be really cool. But at the moment, yeah, we're gonna go back to the top here, go to inputs. So under all inputs, we've got our Vizio home screen, it looks like. I guess, I don't know. HDMI 1, 2, 3, our antenna, our composite, and AirPlay. So what I'm going to do real quick is I'm going to go ahead and stay on this screen. I'm going to go ahead and get the camera and show you guys the remote a little more in depth, because I know there's some people that care about that and the different buttons that are on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and set up both the Xbox Series X to this TV and my Nintendo GameCube. To kind of give a range of what the display will look like with both of those consoles hooked up. And we'll go ahead and go from there. All right, real quick, I did want to, again, show a little close-up of the remote. It is very small. I have like probably medium hands, medium to large sized hands, if it's right in my hand. Very small remote, probably very good for a kid to use even, if you're buying like your kid a TV for their room. Might get lost easily, so it's very, very similar to a Roku remote, but We have our input button, which I noticed after I, was trying to figure out the inputs on the TV. But yeah, you hit input and it takes you to a, hold on, let me kind of press input. Come on, focus. And yeah, press the input button and you can go up and down all those. So I'm really, really happy about that. Don't have to specifically use the home screen. Focus again. There we go. We have Sling, Netflix, Prime Video, Redbox, iHeartRadio, and Crackle. Really strange selection. I feel like Disney Plus or Hulu would be better options, especially over Redbox, because I'm pretty sure they just shut down. So I don't know. You can get quickly to the Watch Free Plus app, Vizio's free thing. So that button's there. Have a settings button, I assume. I will open that up at some point and kind of, probably after I set up the consoles and kind of just look at what settings there are. We have our microphone button, which this is a voice remote. So if you don't want to press Amazon Prime button here, you can, speak it. This is just a basic up, down, left, right. I want to make it all futuristic. This is your OK button, home, back, and I don't know what this. I assume, yeah, okay. It opens up a watch list, basically. So you can add things to a watch list. So if you see something recommended to you, sorry, my phone's still on the tripod. If you see something recommended to you, let's say I was like, oh yeah, maybe I do want to watch Family Guy. You can press the star button and add it. Oh, that's weird. Open Disney Plus. There was something that was showing. Oh, maybe it was the Vizio stuff. It showed me something where I can hit the star button. Where was it? This one maybe? No. Okay, I had an option to add it to my watch list, which I assume is for Vizio content. So something like that maybe. Yeah. So if it's like Vizio content, you can add it to a watch list from Vizio. Otherwise, it will tell you to just, like I said with like Family Guy here, it'll just tell you to open Disney Plus or Hulu, I guess, whatever it's on. So anyway, that's that. Remote. Other than that, very wasted space down here. Volume up and down, and mute is right here. Kind of feel like they could have moved all this down and put that there. But I mean, it does feel very like good in the hands, ergonomic. I like that this has a Wii remote vibe, honestly. Yeah. Is that a, oh yeah, IR blaster. So anyway, I like the remote, solid, really similar to Roku, and I like Roku, so that's cool so far. Anyway, I'm gonna go ahead and set the consoles up, and then we'll go through the settings of the TV, and we will look at the consoles, see what they look like. Okay guys, so I got the Xbox hooked up right there. GameCube is hooked up on the other side. I did want to point out one thing, is that the composite hookups are on the back of the TV, straight back. So if I wanted to wall mount this, you will have to accommodate the amount of the gap, right, for the composite cables. Otherwise, it'll get bent up. I'm going to see if I can find some right angle adapter or maybe just right angle cables for the GameCube, because I do want to wall mount this. But again, this TV might be a good option specifically for people who want to retro game on it. GameCube, PS2, Xbox, or even older, right? You could probably do something like N64, potentially Super Nintendo, things like that. I'm going to go ahead and jump straight to GameCube for the moment. So we're going to go ahead and hit the input button on the remote and go down to component or composite. It'll probably tell me that there is no signal. So I haven't messed with any of the settings yet. I just wanted to get an initial like out of the box experience. So we're going to turn this on and see how that looks. Okay. It's very loud. Oh, I should probably put a game in, huh? We're going to go ahead and test it with Spider-Man 2. See how that goes. Okay. Sorry, this part's going to be a little jank. So I have to keep getting up and down for the GameCube. Options, screen position. That looks pretty solid, honestly. I think a little to the left, I guess. There we go. All right, that's all we got for the GameCube. It does look like it's stretching the GameCube into widescreen, which I'm not a fan of. I have an adapter that I could use with the GameCube on any HDMI TV that immediately just by default stretches it. The problem I was having with the 32-inch is that, I'm going to mute this while I talk. The problem I have with the 32-inch that I'm replacing for this is, one, the 32-inch I wasn't going to be hooking up the Xbox to because it would look like crap. But more specifically, for some reason, the TV was set to zoom mode, so the picture was just zoomed in permanently. And the problem with that is, well, I couldn't change it unless I had the original remote. So instead of buying the original remote off eBay or something, I decided to just buy a whole TV, because then I can also get a TV for the Xbox. So this does look like ass. It is stretched out. There's a little bit of lag and blur. So what I'm going to do here is, just kind of getting a take. Okay, so there isn't actually much input lag at all. Maybe it's just the camera. Some of these old camera systems in these old games are kind of jank, but web swinging around, everything feels, as soon as I let go of the trigger, he lets go of the web. Very simple stuff. Forgot how to wall climb. There we go. I think there. Get some Spider-Man ass up in there. Look at that. Okay, while we're on this, I'm going to go ahead and hit the settings button on the remote. And we can do picture mode. So we have a bright picture mode, which is what this is now. Calibrated. Customizing the picture setting on your Vizio TV will change the energy consumption. Okay, cool. Thanks. Calibrated. I don't know what that's doing, but it made it look caca. Calibrated dark. No. All right, there's a game mode. That actually looks pretty bright, but it does make... There is a fuzziness now. I don't know if you'll see it on camera, but there is a fuzziness around Spider-Man that wasn't there in any other mode, actually. Yeah, I don't know. Sports and vivid bright. Okay, so I assume what's happening is in game mode, it's going to do where there's less latency or something, right? But the image is usually typically a little worse. So I'm gonna try to stick with just vivid mode for the time being. We can pair headphones, turn on captioning, gaming. What does that do? Oh, that's cool. That's cool. We can see the frame rate. Okay, I like that. So we can see different things. Game controller. Oh, you can pair a game controller to this Xbox Game Pass at some point, maybe. We'll see. Yeah, okay. So, maybe there's all settings. Picture. Okay, so this is where you get all the more fine-tuned gaming stuff. HDMI mode, standard. Oh, okay. Picture mode. So I'm gonna set it to gaming. Oops. Well, gaming did look pretty good until backlight, aspect ratio, advanced picture, input picture settings, picture size, and oh, there we are. Maybe we can change picture size. Oh. Oh, no. Picture position. No, okay, alright, no. See, I want some, like, preset stuff. Picture mode edit? No. Advanced picture. Pixel tuning? Ooh, that is brightening up. You see the green building off to my right there? It's like, I don't know what's going on when I do that. Global dimming. gamma. We don't want that. Enhanced viewing angle off. Yeah, I'm very upset that there isn't a way to just change the, and there's no reset on any of this, so how do I reset, you know? Like, obviously I'm comparing this to Roku. If you mess with all the settings on a preset picture mode, you can usually, and it does notify me, it does show me that it is customized with a little asterisk next to it. But I'm not seeing anything about how to reset the picture mode. So, kind of annoying on that part. Picture mode edit. Oh, there it is. Okay, reset picture mode. Save picture. Okay. So let's reset that. And I guess we'll just play in game mode. Picture mode. Game. By default, it was set to bright, but we'll see. So yeah, my issue with this is I wish there was a way to set the game into like 4:3, because it is, I assume by default, doing 16:9. And obviously, correct me if I'm wrong, but I'm pretty sure Spider-Man 2 was not designed. There are many games on the GameCube, PS2, Xbox even, that can do 16:9 or widescreen, you know, as it was popularly advertised back then. Widescreen mode was all the rage. And so, I mean, Spider-Man was obviously a movie, and there's a movie tie-in game, so maybe. I am sitting very close to the TV. I imagine if I were to put my chair back more where I would probably normally have it, I could play this with no issue. Obviously, it's not going to be anything compared to a CRT, but swinging around, I mean, like I said, with the 32-inch TV that this TV is replacing, my life bar right there to the top left was completely cut off. It was just so zoomed in. All I could see was Spider-Man. The mini map was gone. It was literally cut off. It just wasn't good. So not a fan of that. And this is just by default better. And I don't have to sit here and use the problem with my adapter is it has to be plugged into power. So it's one more USB or, you know, outlet or something I have to utilize. And it's just one more cable, you know, more cables, more mess. And like I said, every game just looked stretched. I don't know how to explain it. It wasn't a good experience. And like even the games that were 16:9, it would further stretch that. I don't know why. It was some cheap one off Amazon. I'm sure that if I put in the money to get like some, you know, they have all the GameCube upscalers and stuff. But yeah, this is honestly the best fix. If you're just looking for a quick, simple TV to hook up, you could hook up a composite switcher or hub, where you could plug multiple consoles into the hub and then plug the hub into the one input on the back of this TV and have that be your setup for multiple retro consoles in a modern TV package, where you can still use smart apps, you can still use, you know, your 4K console, which we are going to get to. I'm talking a little bit about GameCube here, but Xbox is going to be next. At some point, I'm going to do a separate video of the PS5, but I feel like this TV has Dolby Vision, so I feel like the Xbox will take better advantage of the Vizio. So if you are looking for a TV that's suited for your Xbox, this TV is going to, you know, kind of hit more of those bells and whistles that the Xbox can take advantage of, and I am going to go through that as well. I'll go through some of the like features that make this TV good. But yeah, in terms of gaming, I'm not noticing any ghosting. Again, this is just on the GameCube, but I'm not noticing any ghosting off the bat. You know, no screen. Yeah, I don't see much screen tearing. Okay, there was a little ghosting there, actually. All right, there actually is ghosting. I lied. If you look around the health bar as I swing, yeah, there is some ghosting, but it's nothing like miserable. Like what's in the middle of the screen, Spider-Man himself, I'm not noticing any ghosting. But it is getting nighttime, so this might be a better judge of, you know, what's going to happen. Because the problem with the VA panels, I mentioned this earlier, the VA panel gives you very bright, vivid colors. Like you can get excellent contrast. Colors are going to be super bright. Blacks are going to be super, dark. But the problem is when you have a super bright item on a super dark background. One perfect example is credits on movies, like the end credits. Usually they are white print, white text on black, on the black background. There's like a trail they leave, and it's just, it's kind of like a ghost in a way. And yeah, it's fine on movies. Typically, you don't really ever notice it on movies, but when you're gaming, it is not something you want to be dealing with. And I bought a gaming monitor a little bit ago, last Black Friday. That was, I think it was like an LG Ultra Gear or something. I don't even remember what it was. Some cheap ass thing from Walmart. And yeah, it was not a good experience. Specifically when playing games like Call of Duty. More cinematic games are probably doable, but yeah. Anyway, I'm gonna stop talking about that and move on from the GameCube here and jump into the Xbox. But yeah, like I said, for a quick little gaming test here, this would be a good TV, I think. This is a good TV for someone who wants one TV for, like, again, multiple consoles or a range of devices. Maybe you have a DVD player for some reason that you still need the composite hookups for. But I know that modern TVs, specifically 4K smart TVs and all that junk, are getting more and more difficult to find ones with composite. So this specific TV model number, again, in the title, yeah, very, very difficult to find nowadays. I know a lot of the like budget, like 720p 32-inch TVs you can get at Walmart often have composite. But yeah, to get like a 43-inch 4K with all this stuff is a nice little feature. So we're gonna go ahead and stop with that and jump over to the Xbox. Okay, I plugged the Xbox into HDMI 1. Again, I have not messed with any settings. I don't know if it'll set back to bright mode or if it'll be still on gaming. Let me check that real quick. I don't know if I can change that. The Roku, you couldn't change it unless there was something on the input. Okay, so it did reset to bright mode. So I'm going to leave it on that and we'll change it to gaming just like I did with the GameCube. You kind of see the difference there. But I'm going to turn on the Xbox and we will hopefully get good results here as well. Did I mess up? No signal. And maybe I did do HDMI 2. I thought it was a USB port above the HDMI ports, but let's see. HDMI 2. Oops. No. I'm not gonna lie to you, I think this is an Xbox issue. I hooked up my Series S to my monitor, my gaming monitor, and I had the exact same problem. I'm gonna unplug the cable, the HDMI. Yeah, it goes HDMI 1, 2, 3, and a USB port. I don't know what's going on. Okay, that was a little jank. Let me, hold on. I'm gonna unplug the cable. My gut tells me this is not the TV. Like I said, I do have issues with the HDMI cable that came with my Xbox. I've had this exact thing happen on other TVs. I have a TCL 6 series in the living room. I have my Sony InZone monitor. That will just sometimes cut out black, like cut the picture out, come back, and it'll be gray. It'll be black and white. And I have to unplug the cable, plug it back in. But that doesn't happen if I use the PS5. So this, Yeah, I'm convinced that that was the Xbox 100%. So disregard that. Let's see here. The colors so far look damn good. I'm not gonna lie. Like, this is solid. Let's see. I'm gonna go ahead and open up a game here. My games and apps. Okay, the colors are a little too much, I think. Let me go ahead and do settings and change this to game mode. Okay, all right. We're gonna go ahead and just leave it on game mode and kind of get into a game. The colors are very vivid, like they look really rich. But my issue is, and my problem is, I'm comparing these colors to my $1,000 Sony monitor. This is a $200-some TV. So, you know, kind of trying to give it the benefit of the doubt. The colors look good, but some of the darks look a little too dark in my opinion. Like on Hellblade right here. I can't hover over it, but on Hellblade, the bottom right corner just looks a little too dark. And like here, this one right here, Vanguard, his beard, it's a little dark around his neck. I think a little too dark for what I think it should be. But we're going to go ahead and jump into what would be a good option here. I think we're going to go ahead and jump into Gears 5. No. Yeah, no, we're going to jump into Halo Infinite, actually. Yeah, Halo Infinite. Oh, needs an update. Jeez, okay, we're not going to do Halo Infinite. Let's try Starfield. Alright, never mind. My Xbox has been disconnected for a good few weeks, so let's try something else. Maybe we do Call of Duty? Vanguard? I don't know how it's gonna go. Okay, I do have it muted still. I'm gonna go ahead and let the audio play for this. I don't know what the volume is. Hold on, let me see. Okay, so it's set to, I think it's set to 30 by default. I turned it down twice. 30 is a bit much. I'm gonna turn it down to 20. Speakers on this TV are superb. And again, yeah, the colors are amazing. Like, absolutely stunning colors. If you are a color guy, if that's what you care about, again, the Vizio or just the VA panel, this really is just because it's a VA. The contrast alone allows colors to pop. It's not that the TV is doing anything special for the colors, it's that it's making the darks look as dark as they can possibly get. That the colors are able to pop more by default. It's not like an OLED where everything's individually lit. And again, there is some blooming on the screen, or not the screen, the camera. The way my phone is recording this, the Call of Duty logo looks a little like it's a little too bright. It does not look like that in person. Take my word for it. This TV looks absolutely stunning in terms of colors. But we're gonna go ahead and I don't know. I think I'm just gonna load into a campaign mission real quick. I don't know where I'm at and anything, but we'll get to that. And then I'm just gonna check out the campaign. I'm gonna try to find a mission that's darker, so I can check out that, like I said, that ghosting issue. If there is ghosting, for me that's a turn off. I can't handle that. Can't do it. But if that issue does not exist, then I'll be able to, you know, kind of have a good time. So we're gonna go ahead and go to campaign. And I remember, yeah, okay, good. I was just a tourist, Stalingrad, the Lion's Den, Operation Tonga, Phoenix. I guess we can, where was I? Lady Nightingale. I don't want to start a new game, but I think it'll just reset my checkpoint if I replay a mission. I think this is a night mission. I know this is okay. We'll just do this too. Okay, that's fine. We'll do regular. I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light off so we get a better, I think. Okay. I think that's a little better. So you can see the blooming. This is a full array LED, which means there is multiple zones of LEDs across the entire stretch of the screen versus a direct lit display, which is one big light in the center of the TV. So full array is much better. You want that over direct to lit. Okay, so this right here, I'm not seeing any ghosting on the that white lettering there. So that's good. There is no... I wish I could put I want to put the camera closer so you get more of a full screen. Okay, move the camera a little closer, so hopefully that helps. Okay, so one way to test for ghosting, if you do care about this, is, again, we can stand in a... I thought I could jump back into the train. One thing is you could stand in a dark area and, oh wait, maybe I can just do it now. Okay, so I'll stand right here, and what you can do is like spin in a circle kind of fast. And if you look at the edges of the gun or your arm, you'll see like a trail, right? Like a little trail that it, like, again, like it's lagging, not lagging. I don't know how to explain it. Like there's a ghost following your arm, right? A ghost of your arm or gun. And I don't see that here. So that's a really good sign. Like I'm really happy to see that that this is a solid VA panel that is not ghosting like that. But again, the colors look amazing. I have the camera in front of my face, so I can't see it as well as you can. Yes, honestly, I'm very happy with how this is looking so far. Just gonna play a little. Oh, I accidentally killed the guy. Okay, well, I'm not trying to play the game, but I just wanted to kind of see a dark mission. I'm going to go ahead and switch to a brighter mission as well, so we can get a good idea of, like, bright skies, you know, stuff like that. Which I think a good one will be, honestly, this one, I think. Yeah, I think we're going to start here.
Stalingrad. The city that arrested the Nazis' eastern expansion. Had the city fallen, Russia would have crumbled. Yeah. You had Stalin's keeping that commercial distance. Makes sense.
Okay, it's a little difficult again because keep in mind my phone is recording this on the TV screen. So if you see any bright spots or if it looks a little washed out, it doesn't look like that in person at all. That's a dead guy in front of us. That's cool. Okay, like I said, I'm not gonna be playing the game. I'm just using this as a reference point, kind of looking around. So this sky is actually a really good example. Again, it's a little washed out on the camera, but in person, you can see a very good, like for HDR, right? For the HDR, you can see a very good difference between this darker cloud here and the way, obviously on camera it doesn't show, but in person there are a lot of purple. There is purple in this section of the clouds here, and then it fades out into more of a white as it goes bigger. So it's showing a good, like, again, a good way, like, or what am I saying? It's a good range of, like, different colors of white to form this, this cloud scene right here. Clouds are not moving, but that's on Call of Duty's part. I can't believe they wouldn't, you know, whatever. But yeah, and then yeah, honestly, like this is 10 out of 10. Absolutely solid. Everything is very crisp and sharp, and I think that this is, you'd be really happy with this TV if you're just, again, getting it for gaming. The fact that it can play some retro stuff, the fact that it will definitely handle your Series X. I assume the PS5 will be just as good. Yeah, I'm very happy with. Damn, brutal. I never played through this game completely. I need to do that. Everyone says it's actually a really good campaign, but yeah. Yeah, like the sun is definitely somewhere over here, it seems, and it's not washing out. Again, on camera, it doesn't look as good, but in person, that building here is actually very much like, it is coming through very well. The brightness is coming from around the building, and the building is still like fairly visible, which is nice. So it's not like too bright. And again, these are default settings. You could probably tweak with everything, you know, mess around, get everything to your liking. But I like to just kind of focus on the out-of-box experience, because I really believe that that is what a good TV will offer you. It's just a good, you know, take it out the box, plug it in, and go for it. Let's see, I'm going to be sniping here. Oh, I see.
He's driving towards the commercial district.
Yeah, I'm really happy with the black levels of this TV, for sure. Like I said, it's definitely not an OLED, but it is very, like, it's the perfect compromise if you're looking for an OLED-esque experience on a budget. 10 out of 10. Oh, let's see. Jeez. They all dead? There's only 2 of them, I think. Yeah. Okay. Oh, there's one more. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and chill here for a second and mess with the settings real quick. Open those up. Okay, so it is an HDR10. That's good to know. Calibrated dark, calibrated bright. Oh, the Vivid gives a really cool tinge to it. I don't like that. It's a little too dark. But yeah, the game mode 100% does add a ever so slight fuzziness around all the edges. But I think that's just what it has to do for the image processing. But if you take it out of Vivid mode, or out of game mode, there isn't like any input lag or anything. My TCL, you have to have the game mode turned on, otherwise there's huge input lag. So if you wanted to, you could probably just take it out of game mode, and yeah, that was literally instant. So, yeah, honest, like I said, I'm very happy with what's going on. I'm gonna keep it on game mode though, because I do like, I like the more natural, I don't know if it's natural, but the slightly warmer. The Vivid is just a little too cool, a little too blue for me in that regard. Let's take these guys out. Take him out. Oh, there he is. Headshot. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and call that there. And what we're gonna do now, to kind of round it off, is I'm gonna go over some of the features of the TV in terms of just, you know, what you'd get out of the box in regards to, you know, the processing power, you know, resolution, all that kind of crap. More technical specs that they advertise on the box and go over those. But if you want to stop here, 10 out of 10 recommend. I 100% think that this TV, just in this little bit of gameplay I did here, is a really good option for people who are wanting, again, just a good 4K panel. It's doing that really well. The smart TV stuff, I can do a separate review later potentially, but I'm not using it for that, so I may not. Let me go ahead and mute this so it's not too loud. And yeah, like I said, I'm not noticing anything about the TV that I inherently just don't like. I think that this really is just a good overall, like, budget friendly, all the bells and whistles that you would absolutely need kind of TV. The only thing I'll say is just keep in mind that it is not 120 hertz. To my knowledge, it is only 4K 60. As a matter of fact, I'll do that for you guys right now. So if you did want one last little bit of information, we can go to the settings of the console. Go to TV and display, and oh, well, the resolution's actually not even set to 4K. That's insane. Set that to 4K. Oh, wow, okay. Yeah, we can't even control the resolution, or the frame rate. Right here, usually you're able to do, yeah, your TV supports 4K 60, doesn't support 120, supports Dolby Vision. Yeah, so in terms of bells and whistles, Dolby Vision is turned off, but it does support Dolby Vision. So the only thing you're not getting out of this TV is the 120. So we'll go ahead and enable Dolby Vision real quick. And yeah, so everything is good. Your TV supports Dolby Vision for gaming up to 4K 60, but you may experience issues like increased input latency when this feature is enabled. That usually gives you that feature. I think that gives you that setting no matter what, just because Dolby Vision requires such high processing for, you know, it to work, which is, I think, why most games don't actually support Dolby Vision for gaming. They usually just do HDR. But yeah, HDR10, Dolby Vision is all supported. 4K. I do think someone said that if you do 1440, okay, yeah, so no matter what you do, even 1080p, yeah, okay, so straight up 4K 60, it's as simple as it gets. If you want 120, you're gonna have to get a different TV. I'm gonna go ahead and disable Dolby Vision altogether, though, personally. Variable refresh rate always on, low latency mode is checked, so everything else is solid. I am curious though, was I not playing in 4K? Like, what? Resume, hold on, let me see. Was I playing in 1080? I don't feel like that was 1080p, there's no way. Yeah, this looks exactly, okay. I just wasn't sure. I was like, if that was 1080p, that was a really good 1080p. But no, this is, I think the 4K box was checked, so it was doing 4K. But for whatever reason, the resolution was set to 1080. But yeah, if you have the resolution set to lower than 4K, but you still have that 4K box checked, it will do 4K no matter what, if it's able to. So make sure you uncheck that box if for whatever reason you want 4K, or no, if you don't want 4K. But yeah, yeah, that is honestly all I have to say about the TV. Like I said, I'll go over the box real quick and a little bit of extra bells and whistles that it does advertise on the box. But like I said, I highly recommend it off of this initial, you know, first impression. Again, the GameCube I'm really happy with, just be able to plug in and play. Obviously, other consoles as well, if you got a PS2, Xbox, anything older than that, as long as it supports composite output or whatever, you're good. You're set. Like, you'll be able to plug it in and play it like no, you know, it won't look as great, it won't look top notch or anything, but if you play like a lot of 8-bit, 16-bit kind of stuff, that will definitely look really well, or look really good on a TV like this. You know, know, but anything 3D might look a little rough. Spider-Man 2 was doable, but, you know, nothing special. But yeah, anyway, I'll go ahead and call it good here so you can drop out, but I'm going to do one last little bit of the box, so I'll be right back with that. Okay, so this is the Vizio V series. It's a 43-inch. This is the I don't know if they'll pick it up, V435-J01. I think it's J01. Again, exact model number is going to be in the description or in the title as well, so make sure you type that in if you're looking for this TV. It is 4K, Dolby Vision, as I mentioned. This is the important part, the blazing performance or whatever, all crap marketing, but experience next-gen processing power, superior 4K upscaling, and advanced gaming performance. So this does have, it helps upscale the picture to 4K so the console isn't doing all the work. Whether you like that or not, obviously, you can turn that off in the advanced settings, but by default, it will make your games look just majority of the time a lot better. I'm really glad that it doesn't seem to do that, though, with something like the composite situation. But yeah, having this is really nice. A lot of TVs have their own version of this, but I do know Vizio offers a really, really competitive situation when it comes to their upscaler. It is nice if you are, again, wanting any of this smart home stuff. It works with literally everything. AirPlay, Google, HomeKit, Alexa. Chromecast is built in, so you can just use your phone for everything. All the apps and stuff, hundreds of free channels, all that crap, and voice remote. Again, VA panel, so good blacks, good colors. Might notice some ghosting in certain situations. And viewing angles are not the best. But again, if you're looking at this TV head on, you're getting an amazing 10 out of 10 experience. It is 4K 60, so no support for 120, even at lower resolutions. So, that is what it is. But yeah, when it comes to the I/O on it, just a quick recap here, as it does show right here that you are getting 3 HDMI ports, an Ethernet, USB, your composite, your S video or TV receiver, digital audio, and then 2 more stereo audio inputs. So again, a lot of good input output options for you. But I 10 out of 10 recommend this TV. I'm happy with it. So sorry this video was so long, but I really wanted to give you guys a good analysis of what I'm working with and the kind of TV that I got. I think I paid about $250 for this. No, actually it was $200. It was a $198 on sale. I think normally it is $250, $275, somewhere in that ballpark. So a TV for under $300. This is a 43-inch. I guarantee you, if you want a bigger TV, when you do the number, do V, maybe 555, right, for a 55-inch, the V43. The 43 is the screen size. So you can change V to, 655-J01 or whatever it is. And you could probably find a different, TV, like this same TV in a bigger screen size if that's what you want. I got a 43-inch because that's perfect. 32-inch was a little small, but I don't really need a 50-inch or more in the game room. So this is what I went with. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. If you even made it this far, drop a like, subscribe, all that kind of junk, and we'll see you in the next video.